Hi everyone, I hope you all safe and healthy with your family and friends. In this video we are going to learn about 11th Standard Accountancy Chapter 7 Subsidiary Books 2 Cash Book Exercise Sum 2. So enter the following transactions in a single column cash book of Ramalingam for the month of July 2017. So cash book serves as a journal as well as ledger account. There is no need for preparing separate cash account. Okay, before we are going to enter the transaction into the cash book, we need to prepare the title and the format of the cash book. The title of the cash book is that in the books of Ramalingam cash book single column, which means single column cash book. Okay, the format of the cash book is we divided the format into two types, which means T types. This is like a ledger format. Okay, so debit side and credit side. Debit side we called as a debtor and credit side we called as creditor. Debit side has 4 columns and credit side also has 4 columns. Debit side has 4 columns, that is they are date, receipts, LF, amount. Okay, and credit side has 4 columns, that is date, payments, LF and amount rupees. Okay, we prepared the format and the title of the cash book. Let's see the transaction one by one. The first transaction is July 1, cash in hand 32,000. So cash in hand is the opening balance with the firm. This would have been the closing balance of the June 30, 2017. Cash account always has a debit balance, so it has been shown in the debit side of the cash book. So cash in hand is the opening balance of the cash account. Okay, we always post into the debit side. So on debit side dated on July 1, to balance brought down 32,000. So balance brought down means the opening balance of the cash book. Okay. Then the next transaction is July 5, received from Kirtana 5,000 rupees. Received means receipt. So we go to receipt side dated on 5 to Kirtana account. How much rupees? 5,000 rupees. In other way you can recall the journal entry. Received from Kirtana. What is the journal entry? Cash account debtor to Kirtana account. Where is cash account? Cash account is on debit side. So we go to, this is the cash account. You just imagine yourself, we are going to post cash account into the ledger account. So cash account debtor to Kirtana account. Cash account is on debit side. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Kirtana account. So on debit side dated on July 5 to Kirtana account 5,000 rupees. Okay. Then the next transaction, July 6, paid packing charges in cash 300. Paid means you go and enter into the payment side. This transaction. So payment side is on credit side. July 6, 2017, by packing charges account 300 rupees. In other way you can think, paid packing charges in cash. What is the journal entry? Paid means expenses. Okay, cash goes out. So packing charges account debtor to cash account. Where is cash account? Cash account is shows on credit side. So we go to credit side. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Packing charges account. So July 6, by packing charges account 300 rupees. Then July 7, cash purchases 12,400. Cash purchases is the expenses, payment you purchased through cash payment. Okay, so this is the payment. You can go to the credit side and enter purchases account. July 7, by purchases account 12,400. In other way you can think the journal entry. What is the journal entry for cash purchases? Purchases account debtor to cash account. Okay, where is cash account shows? Cash account shows on credit side. So we go to the credit side dated on July 7. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Purchases account. So by purchases account 12,400. Then so July 8, sold goods for cash rupees 2,600. So sold goods for cash. What is the journal entry? Sold goods for cash means when you generate sales you received the income. So this is the income receipt. Okay, so you can go to the receipt side dated on July 8 to sales account 2600. In other way you can think, what is the journal entry for the sold goods for cash account data to sales account, right? Where is cash is on debit side. So you go to debit side. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Sales account. So dated on July 8 to sales account 2600. The next transaction is July 10, paid salary to manager in cash rupees 7000. Paid salary means expenses, paid means payments. You can go and enter, go to the credit side, dated on July 10, by salary account 7000, because paid salary means payment. You come and enter on credit side by salary account. You can think on in another way, paid salary to manager in cash. What is the journal entry? Salary account data to cash account, because cash goes out in the name of salary, okay? So cash account decreases, so salary account data to cash account. Whenever cash account decreases, we credited the cash account. So where is cash? Cash is on credit side. So we go to credit side. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Salary account, dated on 10. You have to enter the opposite account from the cash account, okay? So by salary account 7000 rupees. The next transaction is paid to Bala 3000 rupees. Paid means payment. You can go to the payment side, dated on 11, by Bala account 3000 rupees. In other way you can think, what is the journal entry to paid Bala? Paid means cash account decreases. You have to enter the cash account into the credit side, okay? So Bala account data to cash account. This is the journal entry. How to pass this journal entry into the ledger account? Where is cash? Cash is on credit side. So you go to credit side, dated on 11. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Bala account. So you have to write opposite account from in the cash account, okay? So July 11 by Bala account 3000 rupees. Are you understand? Then July 12, purchased goods from Bose 2500. Listen here carefully. Purchased goods from Bose means this is the credit purchases. You won't enter credit related purchases or expenses. You don't write into the cash book. You only enter the cash transaction into the cash book, okay? You omit this. You have to omit this transaction. Then go to the next transaction, that is July 24, cash deposited into bank through CDM. So CDM means bank, okay? What is the journal entry? Cash deposited into bank means bank account data to cash account. Where is cash? Cash is on credit side, okay? So you go to credit side, dated on July 24. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Bank account. You have to enter the opposite account into the cash account, okay? So by bank account 4000 rupees. Then July 27, withdraw cash from bank 2000 rupees. So you withdraw cash, you received cash. What is the journal entry? Cash account data to bank account. So where is cash? Cash is on debit side. So you go to debit side, dated on July 27. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Bank account. So to bank account 2000 rupees. In other way, withdraw cash from bank means you withdraw cash means you received cash. You have cash in your hand. So you have your cash account increase. Whenever your cash account increase, that you have to debit. Cash account will be debited. So cash account will be debited. What is the opposite account from the cash? Bank account. So 2000 rupees you have to enter into the amount column. Then July 31, paid office rent in cash. So paid means payment. So you can go to the payment side, dated on July 31, by office rent account 6000 rupees. In other way you can think, what is the journal entry for paid office rent in cash? So cash, whenever you paid rent, you made payment, cash account decreases. So office rent account data to cash account, right? How to pass the journal entry from journal to ledger. So cash account is credited, you go to credit side. What is the opposite account from the cash account? Office rent. So dated on July 31, you have to enter the opposite account in the cash book. Okay, so by office rent account 6,000 rupees. So given from the given transaction, from the given cash related transaction, you have posted into the cash book. Now you have to find which side is the has the highest value. In cash book, always debit side has the highest value. Okay, so how much rupees debit side has? 41,600. You have to enter that 41,600 total as a total in the both side, debit side and credit side. Okay, we entered, this is the total. Then which side is the lesser value? Of course credit side has the lesser value. How much rupees credit side has? 32,700, right? So you have to find the differences from the total. So you have to subtract 32,700. This is the lesser value, credit side amount. Okay, 32,700 from 41,600. You have to subtract it or deduct 32,700 from 41,000. 41,600 is the total value. Subtracted, you will get 8,900. This is the difference value. You have to enter this difference value in the lesser side. Which side is the lesser side? Credit side. Always in cash book, credit side has the lesser side, debit side has the higher value. Okay, then the difference is to be placed in the lesser side, which having the lesser total. Okay, balance carried on used to be entered in the payment column against the differences, and the date column, the last day of the accounting period is entered. What is the last day of the accounting period? July 31. So this is the closing balance of the cash book. Balance carried on means closing balance of the cash book. Okay, then the difference has to be brought down to the opposite side below the total. You have to enter in that difference value taken from the opposite side and entered below the total. Then balance brought down used to be entered in the receipt column against the differences, and in date column the first day of the next accounting period is entered. The first day of the next accounting period is August 1. Okay, last day of the previous accounting period is July 31. What is the next day of the accounting period after the July 31? August 1 is the next day of the accounting period. This is the opening balance of the cash book. So we prepared the cash book. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take care.